Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything
trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. Third and long upcoming. Shotgun snap now to Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Young working from the gun. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Young. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Young to throw here on third. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, he'll give to Hubbard. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. Young on the play action. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. Now Young. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Up and good from Joseph. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently, because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 29-yard line.
Baker now off to play fake. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
49-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Catch made by Bucky Irving.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
They put a receiver in motion right. Mayfield now from the gun. Hits his running back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Receiver in motion going left. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On target to Godwin. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just the ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. To the air on first down, Young. He finds Sanders. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They kick the running back in motion. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Young to throw it. Finds Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Yaya Diaby brings him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They run again with Hubbard. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action now. Young. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hubbard goes up and over for the touchdown. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 2nd and 15. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw again. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And they will score, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie things 10-10. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flyer. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this first half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's Young on 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. First down, here's Baker. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. the lead just before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He'll throw it. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers toting a nice lead into the locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. 3 touchdown passes there for J.J. McCarthy. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Caleb Williams, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Baker now from the gun. Evans brings in the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Irving on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Short pass brought in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield will look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Godwin, the man in motion left. Mayfield on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. He's on the move. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing, Baker. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Mayfield now, blitz coming. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. To the air on 1st down, Young. That one's cut along the left sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
And the Panther.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Young on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Hubbard again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give the Panthers the first down. Out of the gun, Young. On the quick slant, it's Legent. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll come up 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Legette's got it. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Into traffic, complete. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the red zone now. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. He stays up. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Shotgun snap now to Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Now a carry by Irving. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send him over right. Here's Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. Juke the defender. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Mayfield finds his man. It's Godwin. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He finds Evans left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Now it's Irving. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They kick the running back in motion. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Stays in the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Young on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He keeps it and takes off.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Young working from the gun. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away.
He has the Carolina touchdown. Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10.
Panthers 17.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Going with Irving here. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They're now set for 1st and 10. Once again, Irving. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Right back to Irving now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers, who take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa.